Hello, Charlie. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'll just take a minute and finish setting things up. T-Best. Sia's Kitchen. Sia's Kitchen. Welcome tonight. Welcome to our tonight live session. I don't know why these people are not here already. We are just waiting for some of our members to join so that we kick off things. Hello. Hey, JCK. Just a minute. I'm trying to share this so that I can. Just a minute. Good to have you. Hello, welcome, 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 welcome. Accept the invitation. You watch your screen immediately, then you accept the invitation. Hello, welcome, welcome. Sorry, I didn't see you. Did you? Okay, you did make. Thank you for the like. Arizona, hi. Thanks for joining me. We're talking about childcare here. Childcare. Arizona, Machiavelli. I hope I got it right. Kati, hi Kati. Good to see you. Thank you for joining me here. Okay, here, JC Consult. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, Sorinel Buliga. Thank you, Kati. Thank you, I appreciate that. Please, can you hit the like button? Please encourage me to keep appearing. Thank you, Sarinel Bliga. Hi. Please hit the like button as you're joining us. Thank you. Thank you. Nice of you. Thank you so much. So the child care we are referring to is everything about the child. Because the other day we talked about Daddy Jason's media. The other day we talked about, oh, that's okay. That's okay. The other day we were talking about supporting people with disabilities. We mentioned that a lot of times we tend to ignore the mental health aspects when we are talking about child care. Daddy Jason's, thank you so much. Would you like to come up? Daddy Jason's media, V, Vicky is here. Hi, can have your heart. No, you don't want to have my heart. Okay, I'm a public health nutritionist, but I support individuals with neurodevelopmental challenges. So, but tonight I am discussing with a group of people who we are going to talk about childcare. And in this childcare, we are going to be talking about both the physical and mental. Because a lot of times people don't, take into consideration the mental health of a child. Because we the other day we were talking about ACEs. ACEs is an adverse childhood experience. And in this adverse childhood experience, we discovered that a lot of times, okay, a lot of times we do not know the negative impact of what we do around our children. We don't know that it is actually affecting them in a way that would even go ahead to affect them when they are parents themselves. So we were asking, what are the ways that this cycle could be broken? But yeah, that was the other day. Today we are talking about childcare as a topic, looking at both physical, mental, psychological, and spiritual, if you like, care for our children. Daddy Jason's Media, good to see you. Would you like to chip in something about childcare?
Grateful, UK. Thank you. I'm trying to listen. It has been a long time.
Yes.
The last time I saw you was in this woman life.
Meg Sparkle. Meg Sparkle.
Yeah, that was the last time we really spoke. So I'm trying to listen to your program and see how it goes.
Okay.
Because this is my field also. So
that's lovely. That's so good to see.
I'm a healthcare assistant.
That's good. Are you supporting individuals with neurodivergent conditions?
Not yet. The job is so complex,
Yeah.
The job is so wide and complex.
Yes. So today we are looking at childcare as a topic, because the other day we were discussing what we call ACEs. So we said that ACEs is a kind of experience that happens in a child's life when they are young, and even when they keep growing, even when they become older, you realize that those experiences must have shaped their lives. Those experiences would have, reconstructed something. Marina Morillo, thank you. Hi. So you would have reconstructed them in a way that there is tendency that children that grew up in an abusive environment would grow up to also abuse their spouses, abuse their children, and, to a large extent, be a menace in the society. They are also the ones who have the highest tendency to become addicts. They are also the ones who have the highest tendency to become abusers of substances. So that today now we are saying childcare. How do we perceive childcare? What do we... Oh, thank you, Magdino. Thank you so much. How do we perceive childcare in our own context? Should it be something that is holistic, or do we still see it as, a lot of people see it as just being able to correct the child, being able to make them do the right thing, as we go about trying to make these children do the right thing? Sammy, I don't understand what you mean by Sammy, but yeah, Alban Aziri, I wish I could understand what you mean. So as we go about trying to make these children to be what we want them to be, do we even sometimes consider their mental health? Do we also consider that they have mental health to take care of? We are not the only ones that undergo mental health challenges. These children also do that. So in this evening, we are now saying what are those aspects of their child care that we should be very particular about. What do you consider to be a child care? Do you just consider child care as making sure that they eat food? Do you just consider child care as making sure that they have a good house over their head? Do you just consider child care as making sure that they have good clothes that represent you? Because at the end of the day, some parents are just trying to reflect themselves in their children. They want to say, I don't want my child to look like another person's child. I want my child to look like me. They want to show off through their children. So the discussion tonight is, how do we put into consideration the mental health of the children when we are supporting them, when we are raising them, raising in a quote, because a lot of times that word raising can mean a lot of things for a lot of people. Hello, V, are you here? I think she's waiting for me to accept her. Okay, you are here. If I may just excuse myself, I need a minute to pick up something. Just a minute.
Hello, IJ.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Okay.
Hi, Vicky.
Hello, IJ. How you doing?
It's me.
Oh, hello, Chioma. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. How was your week? How is your day? Or how was your day? The day is almost over.
My day was fine, yes.
Yeah. Great to connect again today.
Yes, I'm just trying to, send the children to bed so I can have time to contribute.
I can imagine.
They're not coming back, that's why.
Oh, okay.
Usually they are supposed to have been in bed by now.
In bed by now. Okay. Okay.
Okay. If you don't mind, I can quickly contribute before I.
Okay.
Go. Yeah. Hi, is it Daddy Jason?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think that's an interesting topic for me. Talking about childcare. Childcare is, I would say that it all depends on the child, and the problem is that parents are now abusing it.
Yes.
So what do I mean by that? Because you have the opportunity to pay, as little as whatever that you're paying to the childminder, does not mean that Monday to Friday that you allow another person to take care of your child.
Yes.
Especially some parents, when you talk with them, they will tell you that in the morning, before their children are up from bed, they have gone for work. So their minders, some of them have living minders, some of them have minders that, come as early as possible. And then at night, but as they are coming back, maybe they are coming back, when they'll be coming back will be like around 9 o'clock or 10, depending on what they do. Meaning that the children will also might have retired and gone to bed before their mother or their father, their parents are back. And then some of them, the ones that I've witnessed, is that the parents will go to their rooms where the children are sleeping, give them a kiss, oh, how are you, and all that. So, what are you trying to do when you know that what you're doing is just a waste, because that child is not seeing what you're doing? Yeah. So, in other words, you're creating, like, should I say separation anxiety?
Okay.
And again, for the child to trust you as they grow might be difficult, because you will see that some parents they can't speak to their child or to their children the way, or they don't have that bond, the parent or mother or father bond, just because they are not the ones taking care of them.
Yeah.
And when it comes to children can only trust you when they are getting something from you. If you can only make they need that time. They will trust the person that
is available for them.
That is available for them, exactly. It doesn't matter. You can pamper them with clothes, with food. Some parents will say that, yes, as far as they are concerned, that what they will wear or eat will always be available. But it's you that they need, not what they wear. Because they don't care about what they wear.
Yeah.
Whatever you give to them, they will eat. But you see, you need to be available for them. So I feel like childcare, yes, is good, but you are creating emotional challenge, because that child might not be free to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, you will see a child that will be sick, and the child, because he doesn't trust the parents, the child will be struggling to speak up.
Yeah.
You will see some children that cannot really talk to their parents because they are not always available. And once they see the childminder, they will start talking to the childminder. So, and it lowers self-esteem. Some of them, because you don't know, it's not all minders that are good.
Yeah.
So you don't even know the type of person that you're leaving your child with. Another thing is, some women, the ones that I've witnessed, you will say that, oh, I don't like this woman, the way she behaves. But at the end of the day, you end up leaving that woman with your children. So making your children to adopt that same character that you don't like. So, and when the children have grown, that's why when you see people that are married without having quality time with their spouse, it's just because of the way they were being raised. So I feel like childcare is good, and they still eat bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I've talked too much.
No. It's we are trying to like assimilate these things, because this issue of house help you brought up, times are changing so badly. Not badly, but times are changing in the sense that it becomes really difficult, except in this clan now that you realize that you can't even pay a minder. But when you can pay minders, you just would go for that option. I believe, bet me, it's not just because it offers you the opportunity to work, but as a mother, it offers you the opportunity to take a break. Childcare is not a dance in the park. It's not something you want to like put your head in, year out. But yes, you have brought this up, and we are going to look at, is it an option if actually you have, well, before I kind of transited to this society, I thought it wasn't an option. Because ultimately you will need support, especially if you have 2, 3, 4 children. Because even here, that you will now see that it is almost not an option. how are women coping? How are families coping? How are parents coping? I know some families that the mother will go in the afternoon, come back, and then the father will go in the evening. But how is it? Okay, now what happens to the relationship of the parents? So in this case now, you are the one sacrificing your own relationship. And don't forget, if things break down, it is still going to trickle down to the children eventually. So at the end of the day, it looks like what do I say, inevitable evil as a necessary evil, if I may say. So, but just like you said that some women overflog the horse, in the sense that just because there is one around, the children is not like secondary. They don't even come in the picture of things, because they will just be like, oh, somebody's there to take care of them, and I just have to do whatever I want to do. Some women, you realize, it's no more even about work and all that. It's just about just flexing and having a good time. They just want to be able to go wherever they want to go, whenever they need to go, just because there is somebody taking care of the children. So I know that Vicky had been a working class woman for a long time ago, and what is just being said could be something that you could have had an experience with, having a minder or something. Can you just let us in on some of the experiences of childcare?
Okay, childcare. Hmm. For me, childcare is actually necessary, but if it's something I would advise, if you can avoid it. I've had very interesting experiences. Like, I've had very, very interesting experiences. There was a discussion we were having one day that you said something,
Yeah.
which was very profound to me. You, the kind people, human beings are not just. Sorry, let me not go to whatever.
No, just
Human beings
say
are
it.
not.
I know what
Human
you're going to
beings
say, but
are
just
not
say it.
just human beings. They come in with a spirit. They come in with an environment. They come in with an aura.
With
They
an
come in
entity.
with,
We are
yes,
entities.
yes. Like, it's something that I've experienced over and over, when I had, and, again. And even this evening, I was still telling my son about something, a particular recent situation that happened around me. And I was trying to say that you have to be careful who you allow into your space.
Yes.
Because when people come into your space, they come in with whatever they came,
They
they came
carry.
with. Exactly. People call it. Some people call it aura. Some people call it presence. Some people call it
Spirits.
yes, different things. Like, there is something. I'm not necessarily saying, you know, that they are bad, but some people come in with a lot of chaos and confusion.
Yes.
Some people come in with a lot of they are peaceful ones, but some people come in with a lot of funny issues and all.
Yes.
Life. Hello,
Yes, I'm
Aisha,
there.
are you still there?
I am there. I just wanted to share the live to WhatsApp.
Okay, all right then. So some people actually come in with a lot of baggages, and like I said, I can't even count. Like, I have to work and I can't even count. But fortunately for me, I just say, basically, it's God. I've had some very horrible experiences that I don't even want to talk about.
Yes.
You know, basically it was God, and I don't know. Some people recently, someone was asking me, "Oh, did did you just want to have two children, or you had issues having, with childbirth?" I was just smiling because I knew what I went through, and it's just like, I don't even know. Childcare, like Chioma said, childcare is something. It's something. although it's necessary, but you have to be careful as a mom, so that you don't leave your child to the carers alone, so that it's not the carers that will be the ones carrying the weight of those child care, carrying, like I previously said, you don't even know where they are coming from. Even when you do a background check, this thing goes beyond background checks. It goes beyond background checks. It's deeper than that. So even when you're doing a background check, you don't know exactly what you're bringing into your home. You don't know exactly what you are inviting into your space. You don't know exactly what you are allowing your child to be a part of. Not necessarily. Now, I'm not necessarily saying they are evil people. They might not even be evil people. They might not even necessarily be aware they come with this extra baggages and all. They might not even be aware, but it's something as mothers, as much as childcare is necessary, I think, like you said, finding a balance is very important. Like, you have to find a balance. You have to know exactly. You have to be present, quote and unquote. You have to be involved, because basically, they will tell you, people will say that the people you keep around you, you become like them. So the mind that you're always leaving your child with is, do you want your child to turn out like the person in behavior or something? I'm not trying to be derogatory right now, but I'm trying to say, in their behavioral attributes, do they have good quality? Do they have things that you admire, you even want your child to become like? Because I don't know, like, let me let me stop at this point and let someone else talk.
Daddy Jason, do you have something to chip in here before we go ahead to narrow it down?
Yeah, okay. Child care, to my own understanding, is all about the physical, mental, and spiritual aspect of the child.
Yes.
The physical aspect of the child is talking about the outlook, the nutritional level, and the general, peripheral of the physical aspect of the child.
Yes.
In the sense that, how does my child looks? How does the child looks? What is the nutritional level of the child?
Yes.
What is the child deficiency? What are the deficiency in the child and all that?
Yes.
Then I go to the mental aspect of the child. What is this child lacking, or where is this child more of a positive like?
Yes.
Because children, you see, they have where each of the child you see, even if they are identical twins,
yes,
you understand, they have their own, what is called mental attraction.
yes,
If you have two twins, if you like, let them be boys. If you like, let them be girls. Take them to a toy shop. You will see two of them have their own
inclination.
Yes, where their mind goes to.
Yes.
They might have some things similar, but there are some things they have differently.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is how you start knowing about the mental capability of the child. Where is this child? Where is this child going to? Are you getting it?
Yes.
Then in his mental aspect of the child, we see how what is called the psychological aspect of the child.
Yeah.
This is where most parents go wrong. They don't spend time with the child. You understand? Even if you cannot spend the 24 hours with the child, try to spend through 2 to 4 hours with the child. Know what is happening in the psychological aspect of the child. Make your child your friend. Let your child be your best friend.
Wow.
Like me, when I speak with my child, I speak with my son as if he's my friend.
Your paddy.
Yeah. You understand? Because I believe that is the only way he can be able to open up.
Yes.
And this don't just start yesterday. It started right from when he was being given birth to. Yes.
That's
We
lovely.
we talk like friends. Even when the mother is trying to, I will say, no. Allow him to speak.
Yes.
By so doing, I am building confidence in him for today and tomorrow. Even in between his own age mates, he will still have that confidence.
Yes.
Because this is something that has been in him before now.
Yeah.
This is where most parents don't get it here. You understand? You don't say because you are a parent, your child cannot be able to speak to you, or you don't have that time to lower. Because if the Englishman says, if you want to catch a monkey, you behave like a monkey. You have to bring, you have to bring yourself
to conquer.
Yeah, you have to bring yourself down to the level of that child. If you don't bring yourself down to the level of that child, you will never know what is happening in the life of that child.
Yes. It's true. It's true, because it's true discussion.
Bring yourself down to the level of that child. Ask stupid questions, because children ask stupid questions.
Sure.
Yes.
I like that one.
Children, they do ask stupid questions. Ask them the same stupid questions they ask you.
Yeah.
From there, you will still know what is going on. They will talk. Even what we are going to say is not going to make meaning. You will pinpoint one or two things they are trying to say.
Yes.
And you as an adult, you will work it out.
And that's how you continue to know what is going on their mind.
Yeah. Then I'm talking about the spirituality of a child. Every child you see have their own oral.
Yes.
Likewise, every human being. You listening, you must have to listen to your child. Bring your child to that your level of that child and listen. It is only then you can be able to trace the spirituality of the child. You understand?
Yes.
If you are a Christian, make time for you to have prayers with your child. If you are a Muslim, make time to have prayers with your child.
Yeah.
Make that time. Sometimes even allow the children to take lead.
Exactly.
Sometimes allow them to take lead. Let them, do your prayers.
Yes.
While you watch them.
It also breeds confidence. When they go out, they know that
like my son,
they can talk.
My son, sometimes I listen to him when he prays. He prays, you understand? He brings out the spiritual aspect of the child. From there, you as a parent, you will know, this is my child. This is where my child is going to. This is where my child is having inadequacy.
It's when they pray, sometimes you actually know what they are thinking. Like, the kind of prayer they will put forward, you'll be like, where is that one coming from?
God, give my daddy money
so that he can buy me.
You understand? Give my daddy money so that he can buy me my toy. Give my daddy money so that he can be able to pay my school fees. Give my daddy money. You understand? You will now see what has been those things that has been disturbing them.
I understand.
Because if he prays for the toy today and next tomorrow you buy the toy, he's not going to pray about that toy anymore.
Of course.
Because God has answered that prayer for the toy.
Of course. You are the God that answers the prayer.
Of course, yeah. So that's just it. We should make time, give listening ear, try to know the nutritional level of our children, because children, they don't speak.
Yes.
Yeah, they cannot speak.
Not even speaking. Some of them.
The only time you see it is when they are broken down.
Yes. And some of them will not even remember to, especially that food. Some of them will be carried away with play. And they won't even remember that they are hungry.
Okay. You understand?
So it is still left for the carer to be like, oh yeah, come and eat. It's time for food.
Come and eat. And the way their food should be is not the same way you as an adult.
Exactly.
Your food should be. Because they need more of those nutrients to grow.
Yes, they need more of body building.
Food.
Yeah,
more
body
of
building
food.
nutrients.
Yeah, more of proteinous food to grow. So you as an adult, you don't have the same ratio of nutrients with those children.
Yes.
You have to put that behind your head as an adult. If you're an adult, you are taking 1 digit of protein. Your children will be taking 2.5 or 3 digits.
This your talk just made me laugh because in the olden days, if meat is remaining one, they will give it to the father.
Yeah. That was in the olden days.
Yeah. Instead of the children that need the meat, they will go and give it to the father that is already old.
Yeah. Now, that is why our life was so stunted. Our brain, our growth, everything was stunted because those things we needed, we couldn't see them. You understand?
Yes.
Like nowadays, you see children, they are growing so fast. Like my son is 8 years old. Myself and himself will use the same shirts.
Imagine.
Yeah. If I go to shop to go and buy clothes for him, I use my size to buy. Imagine. The same size of short, the same size of boxer, the same size of, you know, and I am proud.
Of course.
After now, the only thing I'm going to do is to control the weight. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. After now, that is the only thing I'm going to do. Is just to control. That's all. And before you see it, once it's going to be, 16, 17, 18, it's going to be, looking healthy, of a standard child.
Yes.
Not the same inadequate standard that his parents were.
Yes, like what we discussed the other day, about the emotional, cycle where if a parent was bitter, they will transfer it to children. Just what you're saying, what we experience in terms of nutritional inadequacy should not be transferred to our children too.
No, never. I don't do that. For me, I don't know about other persons, so I don't do that. I even prefer him to eat when I don't even have it.
Abio, yes, of course. Because you would have considered that, look, this one needs this more.
Yeah, and he's my replica, and this is like my representative.
Abio.
In the House of Senate.
He's your House of Rep member.
He's my representative, Maybe he's going to be at Babio someday.
Abio.
So I have to start grooming him now. You see, my child is so outspoken, and that is how it's not today, it's something I have imbibed in him right from day one. Even when the mother, I say no, allow him to speak. That is, he's so outspoken, he's so vocal everywhere. You cannot take him out and be ashamed.
Yes, and you cannot shut him down.
No. Even if you want to shut him down somewhere, you as a parent say, Mommy, why are you looking at me like that?
Okay. If you want to use bombastic side eye.
Are you telling me what this boy did is good? Yeah? My teacher used to say, they don't do it like this. Why is he doing it like this? That is why I'm correcting him. And you are looking at me. Why? Is it because I corrected him? Okay, I will not correct anybody again.
But then he has
the next
said
5-10 minutes, he's back to that place again. Are you getting it? That is how a child is supposed to be. They have to be free as a bird. Allow them to be free. Actually, the only thing you need to tell them this is good and this is bad. That's all. Allow them to be free.
There was actually a report.
It's going to bring the best out of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
That's my contribution.
Yeah, even when we were growing up, a lot of us did not necessarily blossom to our full potentials because
Yes.
there was always this, shut up, sit down,
Yeah, shut
respect
up.
your elders.
That stunted approach.
Even children that are, gifted were not permitted to showcase or exploit, explore their gifts. So I like that aspect of psychological, physical, and spiritual approach. Now, in the spirit of, because here we also want to, capture those who are mostly not captured. We call them the underrepresented. So we are looking at how about children with neurodivergent conditions. We know that, okay, maybe for neurotypical children, it is a bit straightforward. You tell a child this and then he does this. You do this, and okay, even as a parent, you come home, assuming you left the child in someone's care. You come home and your child will be like, oh, mommy, this auntie did this, or this sir did this, or this ma did this. But in terms of children with, in terms of neurodivergent children, we know that it's like a different ball game entirely.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Very, very different, because they have, first of all, their sensory needs is not the type that everybody can even.
No.
Yeah, everybody
they
can.
have neurological impacts.
Yes.
Neurological issues, yeah.
Yes. So these challenges first is even like number one. How does it even get sorted? We have some of them, their sensory needs, some of them communication challenges.
Yeah.
They have challenges even telling what they may want or what someone did to them. In fact, for their parents, their biggest fear is that they are not able to tell what someone did to them. And there is another side that a lot of people don't see, which is that some of them who might have maybe a level of intellectual disability, some of them may just be answering.
I don't believe there is any child who have an intellectual disability. I don't believe it.
You don't believe it? Okay.
No. It all depends on the parents. The parents have not been able to discover. Yes.
Can you underpin? When we were in school, if you make a point, they say underpin means tell us more, like give us the reason why you say that.
Yeah, I know. If a child even have what we call this neurological disorder,
yeah,
it is left for the parents to study the child, the action of the child. You know, there are some children who have this communication issues.
Challenges, yes.
But that communication issues, if you take your time to stare in these children by their eyes, stare them in the eyes, within a short time, the eyes will give you a communication of what the child needs or what the child is talking about.
Yes.
So what are you telling me? God is not a fool.
Okay, let me come
God
in
is
a
never
bit.
a fool. That is what people don't understand.
Let me come in a bit.
Yeah.
Do you know that even today you no longer need eyes or ear or anything to say?
Okay, I know. Yes.
They now have like gadgets where they just tell you what they want.
They want, yeah.
If like, communication is the
like
only.
One job I was doing, I was working with one guy who was he was a guy anyway.
Yes.
He cannot be able to speak. So we were like communicating with pictorial.
Yeah. Spec.
Yes. So it's okay. So there is no child. No, I'm just speaking on a normal basis. I'm just.
Yes.
I mean, on the flats, there is no child. There is everybody. There is communication. It's just a matter of you trying to know which areas You understand?
That they are good at.
The child is inadequate in the terms of communication. That's all.
Vicky, can you ask your question, please? Vicky wants to ask a question.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir. Lovely insights, like very, 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 very educating. But I have a question. You said there's nobody that is sorry, I don't want to misquote you. What exactly the words you used again, sir?
That there is nobody, there is no child that cannot be able to communicate.
That you said intellectual disability. We're talking about
intellectual disability. There is no child.
Okay.
Because no matter how small the brain is, even let the brain be, is it cerebral? There is one disease they call about it. They call it
cerebral
palsy.
Yeah. There is still what is called a communication transfer.
Yeah.
Did you believe like as worse as that case, there is what they call it a communication transfer?
Hello, sir. I agree that there is no person that cannot communicate, because communication is not just verbal.
Verbal
And inverbal. But you said there. I'm not sure. You said there was no child that has
intellectual disability.
Yeah.
Good evening, Blessing.
That's the one I have.
Intellectual disorder. Why I said so? The intellectual disorder is all about the communication aspect of it too.
Yes.
You understand? Every human being, even myself and you, who is talking now, we have disorder somewhere.
Of course.
Even a medical doctor have a disorder somewhere. There is no perfect human being as far as this world is concerned.
Sir, hello, sir. What I'm trying to understand, that's saying every human being has a disorder. It's actually debatable. It's something that could be debated on. But let me even leave that. What I'm trying to understand is that there are no intellectual disabilities.
Of course, there are. I understand there are. But what I was trying to pinpoint is, like, if you, the parent who have that child, takes time to study your child and know who your child is, you can be able to have what is called a good relationship with your child.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, that is the essence why I said so. Not like the same way you have the fingers, that all the fingers are not equal. In the same way that life is on its own.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I understand.
What might be good for B might not be good for A.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see, these children we are talking about intellectual disorder and this and that. Some of them, if you take them to the right path, they will perform perfectly, 100% perfectly in that area they are specialized on. If you believe that.
Yes. So what I think, sir, is that okay? Maybe let me just put a background to it. Neurodevelopmentally challenged children can be either autism, ADHD, cerebral palsy, Down syndrome, But on top of this, there are other diagnoses we call comorbidities. So one child may have autism that is profound, but that child may have maybe intellectual disability as a comorbidity. So let me explain how you can identify such children. When a child has only autism, you realize that if you teach that child will learn, and that child will reproduce whatever you taught them. That is why a lot of people will say, because he's autistic, he's a genius. Because he's autistic, he's a genius. But that's not true. What is the truth is that if a child has autism, only, like maybe not only autism, but without intellectual disability, autism is just a behavioral challenge in this case, whereby if you can maneuver it somehow and teach the child will be able to learn and be able to retain the information and actually utilize the information.
Information being learned.
But if a child, for instance, has intellectual disability, sometimes the child may not even have autism, but if a child has intellectual disability, there is a possibility that they are not able to learn what you're teaching them. You can teach the child today and tomorrow it's gone, it's not there. Or it might take you like 2 years to teach a child one single skill or something like that.
Of course, yes.
So that's what we are saying, that but in terms of communication, yes, there are always like some level of communication. I'm just trying to separate the two terminologies. In terms of communication, there's always some level of actually non-verbal communication is more than 60% of all the communication. I think verbal is only 30 or even 20 self, but we do more of non-verbal than verbal. So I think what you had in mind was that children that are non-verbal are not necessarily not able to communicate. I think that's where you are saying that being verbal does not mean
you cannot communicate.
Being non-verbal does not mean you cannot communicate. Even in hospitals, when people are paralyzed, they say if it is yes, blink your eye. If it is no, open it. There's always there's always a way to communicate,
to disseminate information.
Yeah, even now there are digital ways. They have them in tablets.
They have digital communicators, digital translators, and all that.
You see a child will just be typing. There's a day we went for school inspection and the child was just typing. You could see a very clear, articulate interaction. Immediately we got there, he typed in his book, "How are you?" And then we answered, and then he was like, "Why are you here?" And typing it in his iPad, and we were communicating. But unfortunately, the child is not verbal. But there are children who are not verbal because they have not been able to learn how to talk. Not because their mouth is not good enough, but because intellectually they are not able to learn the concept of language. So that's why Victoria is trying to, differentiate these two things. Being intellectually disabled and not being verbal. They are two different things.
Anyway, I try to understand that point also because myself, I am like, let's say level 1. But you, from the way you are speaking now, you are like in level 6.
About what?
On this field, you understand?
Okay.
The other day I spoke with you when you were in Meg Sparkle's life.
Yes.
Like this has been your
my field, yes.
And you have an organization on it. So somebody who is having an organization or something, if you don't have like a depth or a deep understanding of that, you cannot. There is no way you can do it. So for me, I have to contribute to what I know, and I have to learn what I don't know.
Of course, that's what we all do. That's what we all do. We keep learning.
And it is the one I'm learning now is free.
Well, it's free for now.
Okay, you are going to offend me as time goes on.
What? If I had another of you, I will refriend it. If you were to, if that your son is already on TikTok, I will already go and friend him because of you. So, thank you so much, everyone. We were looking at the unique challenges that children with neurodevelopmental challenges will have in terms of their caregivers, in terms of childcare. So we say that these unique challenges are there because of their peculiar challenges with sensory, with communication, and with their behavior. And
movement and everything.
Yes. And this is why it becomes really important that unlike every other home where you practically just could recruit someone who just has the right attitude, it becomes important that you have to look for someone who somehow trained for the sake of parents here, I want to say that this is really a very big challenge. I remember years back when we would employ somebody and put them through a course. The people, up to 2 or 3 people, they will finish the course. The day they finishing the course, they will tell us, "Ma, I don't want to do again." After the person has done the course, so there's one of them, we paid for the course in South Africa. They did the course, everything practical, everything, no, finish with the intention that, okay, you want this person to support your child at home, so you want them to be fully trained for what they are going to see. Immediately she finished the course, she just said, I forgot to tell you that my mother said I cannot put hand in water. How can you how can you not put hand in water when you are supposed to be here teaching a child how to wash clothes, how to take bath, how to dress bed and all of that?
Because the job is so difficult.
But you accepted it, you accepted the
Like
offer.
in the first place, you never knew like this is the inner look of the job.
Well, it's just what it is in our country anyway. So
Like me, when I started
yes.
in COVID.
Oh, during COVID period.
Yeah, I started in COVID because one, there was no job.
Okay.
Two, that was the only opportunity I had.
Yes.
Yeah, and the job was like paying me like over 20% of what I was earning, and it was less stressful.
Really?
Yeah, that is how I started. Not knowing they just want me to begin on that level.
Yes.
But when I started, yes, you understand, I was taking care of someone who was just blind.
Oh dear.
Yeah, just blind, you understand. So it was a little bit easier, and we'll communicate, we'll go to the shop, we'll come back, and the highest thing I want to go and pull, I will assist him to the toilet, pull off his clothes. Thereafter, he can be able to finish up, clean himself, clean the place. You understand? After months, then I have to go to people who cannot move.
Oh,
like
you.
bedridden. You understand? If I would have started with a bedridden patient,
You
I
wouldn't
wouldn't
have
have continued.
continued.
Yes.
Well, the truth is, there are people who are like, just like everything we do in life, there are people who like certain types of job. I had a house help, very good girl. She does a whole lot in the house. She would tidy the house. In fact, for a long time, I thought I couldn't live with her. So at some point, I wanted her to now work in my bakery. She said, "Auntie, the only thing I can do is house help. The only work that gives me joy is house help."
If I self,
Yes, so
don't change me from that department.
and true, at some point after COVID, she felt that she was a bit advanced in age and was like, our estate, she doesn't see young people of her caliber that can marry her. So we discussed, and then she had to leave to go to live somewhere she can be meeting people of her grade. Like play, she stayed like 6 months and say, I couldn't do anything else that is not house help. Can I come back? So she said that's what she wants. That's the work she feels comfortable with. She just scrubs and cleans and washes. That's the job she feels comfortable with. So my point is that everyone has their own passion. I was telling my friend the other day that I can't host 3 people. In fact, if one person is coming to my house, I'm already agitated, anxious. Like hosting people is like a burden for me. But I have few friends that say, oh, they find joy in hosting people. So the point is, everyone has something they are passionate about.
Of course, yeah.
So for people who are bedridden, who have mobility issues or their care is more intense. There are people who wake up and want to do that. We are all offered, a kind of passion that we are driving.
That job is what we have here more.
Yeah.
It's the intense one.
Oh, from Lavi Patel, thank you. I always love to see you here. Thank you, Temilade. V, are you waving or you're raising your hand?
Maybe you want to come up.
I'm actually waving. I'm not raising my hand.
Okay. So the challenges are enormous. There is also the difficulty in finding an inclusive environment. You remember yesterday we talked about some of the emotions that the caregivers go through is like isolation. So what we discussed yesterday was, emotional support for children with disability. So we said that some of the emotion is isolation. So now, one of the challenges of caring for them is finding an inclusive environment. So those of us that are saying it is not maybe so wonderful to have carers around, what if the parents need to go out and they need to keep the child, a neurodevelopmentally challenged child, they want to keep the child somewhere? Even if someone agrees to support you, the environment might not be inclusive enough for that child. So these are some of the challenges we see, and we are looking at what are the options that the parents have. Another challenge is that there is always anxiety. The child has already been so used to their parents, they don't want to get separated, and the parents is also worried that another person may not be able to take care of their child the way they usually would take care of them. So there is also the
fear of the unknown.
Yes, there's anxiety, and especially a non-verbal child also. When you talk about stuff like abuse and the likes. So there is always this anxiety, there's always difficulty in finding inclusive environment, finding somebody who is trained. And then there is also the sensory needs, communication, and behavioral challenges. So our question is, what are the options that are available for parents like this? What do you think they have to do? What are the options they have? Does it mean they are stuck with their children for life? Does it mean they can't even pursue any life goals? Does it mean it's never going to happen for them? Like they can't even have a good time with their partners just because they have a child with challenge. What are these options you think might be available for such?
For me, I think they need what is called, they should go through what is called therapy. Because therapy is seen as of different stages and different standards, and we have different specialists.
Yeah.
We have marriage counselor therapists, we have family guys and all that. You understand? Yeah. We need the specialist that suits the situation of the child. Then they have to speak up with the therapist and try to include the social service system.
Yes, exactly. That's for Nigeria. Oh, that's for UK. Oh. Is there social service in Nigeria? Temilade, welcome. We are going to ask you.
Social service in Finland. I live in Finland.
Okay.
So, the social service now being included, we now work with the therapists and the parents and know what to do.
Yes.
Because even the social service, in most cases, the social service is more eco-friendly to the children.
Yes.
I don't know about the United Kingdom, but in Finland,
that is where the training comes in. Of course, they are. They are
more friendly to the children. You understand?
Yes.
Compared to the parents, because where they are going to start with the person the child knows. Maybe they are going to start with the teacher. The teacher is going to be coming to spend extra 2 hours, 1 hour with that child. And as the teacher is coming, the teacher is coming with somebody.
Oh, that would be like a shadow.
Yes. So with time now, the child is going to be getting used to the teacher and that person. So when the teacher is going to be withdrawn from the system, that other person is being there already, and the child has been used, because this other person is going to be on more of a participation during each of the exercise, while the teacher is just there like a shadow.
Yes. Yeah.
So by the time the child is not getting used to this person, then the teacher now will not be withdrawn from the picture. That is done.
Yeah, that reduces a lot of tension.
From the parents, yeah.
And the child too, when we talk about.
Parents, honestly, some of these parents, they are going through a lot. Honestly.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, honestly, I know. Honestly, it's when I came here in Africa, people don't care.
Yes,
they don't care. They just abandon the child like it's a bad luck child. You understand? Like it's a bad luck child. It's a child life. It's not worth coming to life and all that. But when I came here, no, parents are really, you can see some parents like they are mentally damaged because of this kind of children.
Tell me about it.
You see it. Not like you see it. You see it. You see them be devoted. They have devoted all they have, all their time.
Yes, because the demand is enormous. The demand. Okay, that's what we are saying now. That's what we are saying, because these are the challenges that these parents are facing. They face the challenge of the needs of the child, the behavior. Some carers will come. Okay, I remember one day that someone called me to go and pick a child from school. And lo and behold, this child, you would think she's perfectly okay. But immediately she sees you, she will start spitting on you. She will bring out spit and pour it all over you, all over my car, and it was winter, all over my jacket. You know, jacket is not something you just pull and put, because you probably just have that good one.
If you do it, that's the end of it.
So this child was just spitting the car, the chairs, everywhere. So it's not that I was used to.
You don't know you.
If not that I am used, she does it to everyone.
She don't know you. Who is this? That's the only way she can fight you.
This particular child does it to everyone, even her teachers. But the teachers, they are over time, they devised a means that they will now carry spray bottle. Anytime she wants to spit at them, they will spray. They spray her. So those of us that just come to pick her, we will put her uncle on a call. Not even her mother, not even her father, her uncle. So immediately you say your uncle is online, she will hold the spit. So like that day I was using Navigator.
Not even the mother, not even the father.
No, the uncle. That's how their brain works. It's only that uncle, because the uncle, he will ask, the uncle will tell her that he will take her to city center to have a good time, to buy her stuff. So the uncle will tell her that if you don't stop spitting on people, you will not go. And then after a few minutes, she will say hello to know if the uncle is there. If the uncle is no longer on the call, she will start spitting. For you to no, you would now just be thinking that this child is doing this, intentionally.
No.
So the point we are making here is that, coupled with all of these challenges, a lot of parents will find it difficult leaving that child in the hand of someone who do not understand.
Because they don't feel that all that safe.
Yes, you don't feel safe, because who would want to love or cater for a child who irritates them, who tries their patience? So it becomes an extra challenge. So what are the options? So you have already said, okay, they have option of therapies and social service. Yeah. So they have social service. I wanted to ask this lady, she just left. My intention was, being that she's in another clan right now, I can chip in on that, but I wanted her to say, because it was not 4 days ago that we had this live, that someone was telling us about a child with autism about 8 years, that the parents left outside and she was just roaming on the streets.
Is it in this Western world or
No, 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 in at home. So that was like,
because they are tired. They are tired. You can't blame them. Oh, this stress is. I'm telling you. When I came here, when I saw this thing, I was like, no.
You are talking like you were there in that our discussion.
No.
Because we really like looked at different angles. Like, even if you say the parents are not caring, you never know what they are actually going through.
For years. This is not days. This is not minutes. This is not seconds. It's not like injection. Somebody is giving injection. You say, let me bear it for 20 seconds. After 20 seconds, no. This is something that is going on for years.
In fact, our conclusion was that it is the parents that need help.
Yeah.
They need help.
Yeah. Because mentally they are drained already.
Yes.
Yeah, mentally they are drained already. So
yeah, in this environment, let's say the Western world, for instance, you have all these options. You have nurseries, you have childminders that are most likely provided by government. Not that they are readily available, but these are options. Then you have after school clubs and holiday schemes.
Yes.
You also have respite centers, respite services, where children, sometimes parents can just go and drop the children for a few hours. And then there is also home-based support. Why we are listing this is that these are some supports that could be considered here by the authority. But why I wanted to call up somebody that is not in this environment is that there are people who are in environments that nobody is offering them any kind of support.
Yeah.
Nobody, in fact, nobody even knows that child exists. In fact, those that know are even making it more difficult for you, in the sense that the stigma.
It's more difficult for the parents. Yeah.
The stigma is so real. Nobody gets to ask you how you're doing. In fact, the day they will ask you, like, what is how about you have a child, right? How is he safe? I hope he has started talking. The way
it's stigma, mocking and mockery and everything.
The way the question will be asked, you'll be like, if you didn't know how to ask, why do you have to ask in the first place?
Yeah.
So that time I used to say, if you don't have anything nice to say, just shut up. Just shut up. Move. Don't even ask anything. If you don't know how to, if you don't have a good word to calm their mind, just shut up. So there is also the options of parents to understand the relationship, the differences between mainstream and specialist settings. This has been a very big problem between parents and authorities, especially here in developed world. Because a lot of parents believe that their children will do better in mainstream, in the sense that these children will be able to learn from neurotypical children. But on the other hand, there are some of these children that their challenges are so profound that the mainstream institutions are not equipped well enough to support them. Now, take for instance a child who has a speech impairment and is kept in a mainstream, and you know very well that this child will do well under a speech therapist. And a speech therapist will come to mainstream, let's say once in 1 month. It can be that bad. And then there is a specialist school where there is an in-house speech therapist. There's an in-house occupational therapist. There's an in-house, other kinds of therapies, acupuncture, anything at all. There is an in-house specialist that is supporting these children. Let's say even if it goes round, such child can be getting at least maybe twice in a week or so. Then most parents would always say, I want my child to be in a mainstream. I don't want them to go and be learning negative behavior from those that their conditions are profound. Because as parents, you're always feeling like my child is a lot better than this. That's why we always need professionals to give us clearer picture. You are always feeling like my child is not that bad. My child is a lot better than this. My child can be better. My child is not that bad. That's usually the parents' perspective. So there is this option of understanding the difference between the mainstream and the specialist services so that you will be able to identify what is best for your child.
Yeah.
You should be able to know, because I have seen parents suing council for putting their children in special school. I have also seen parents suing council for refusing to assign their children to special school if they believe that their child is going to get better help in special school. So this is usually like what parents are going through. And then there is also the funding. In the environment where we are coming from, you pay from your pocket. You pay every single penny.
From your nose, not your pocket, from your nose.
That's even if you still have nose by the time the payment. Oh my God. If you still have nose by the time the payment comes. I wonder who is calling me by this time. Hello?
Now, what for you?
Please, I am on live. I am on live. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry there. So by the time you still finish paying and you still have nose, you will now be thinking of paying again from your nose. Sorry for that small break. So there is also these options. So parents should know and then there are also parents even in this society that they believe that their children are not getting enough from what is being offered. So they still tend to even employ private support. There are yes, there are still parents like, okay, if their child is getting maybe speech therapy 2 times in a week in their school, they may still employ a speech therapy that comes the other 3 days in a week. It still happens. A lot of
it's not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
But speech therapy is something that has to be on a progression. It's not something that has to just come right away.
My dear, their progression sometimes can last years. I know families that have been on therapy for 10, 15 years.
Speech therapy.
In their support, sometimes there is normally a lot of things are covered under what we call occupational therapy. Yeah. So under that therapy, or what they just call facilitator or something, or just someone who has an idea of what to do. But you continue. It's like for some children,
the manpower is not there. Sometimes the manpower is not there. The manpower.
Yes, sometimes it's not there. Sometimes it's because this condition is something that, for some of the children, it's just something that has come to stay.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily go away. So And for parents, you continue to, trying to bring out the best, or trying to find the best way to make life a little bit bearable, both for you and for your child. So sometimes you supporting this child is no longer for the sake of making things go away, but for the sake of, making things stable. Hello, Mary, thank you so much. It's like you come out every night to be here. I appreciate it, Mary. Thank you so very much. So a lot of times the parents are just trying to stabilize things, by keeping these people around. You keep them around because they are the ones who, like after school, they are the ones who make sure that this child is able to, do self-help activities, or even just revise whatever they did in school, or help them to take a walk in the evening, or help them to just get ready for bed. But yes, it becomes kind of a routine, not necessarily targeting to finish tomorrow or next tomorrow. So these are some of the things that are encountered in supporting these children. And then the question now is, you have identified there is a need for a support. You have identified there is the problems that could arise, the challenges that could arise if this child is actually having neurodevelopmental challenge. But what we are asking, what are the things you have to watch out for? What are the qualities? What are the skills? What are the things you have to look out for before you can engage somebody to be your child's support? What are the things you should consider as a criteria?
First of all, you as a parent, you know the areas your child is having inadequacy.
Yes.
Then the next step you have to do is to meet a professional. And you have to start from the social service, because I don't know about United Kingdom. In Finland, everybody have a social worker.
Okay, every child with special needs.
Yeah, everybody have a social worker. Everybody, not just.
Not even only children with special needs.
No, everybody.
Are you serious?
Yeah, everybody have a social worker. You have somebody who is assigned to you as a social worker.
Just like GP.
Yeah.
You
have somebody who is assigned to you as a social worker. Then you have to take your case to them. They have to make an appointment for you. They have to record your situations, everything down. Then from there, the social worker will not take it up to the next level. If at all you need a doctor, you need a specialist, a therapist, and all that.
Wow, that's interesting.
Do not go up to that level. After choosing the right person for you, then it will now come to the area of decision making, and they will direct you to the appropriate authority that you have to meet.
That's lovely.
Who are like who are abusing substance in Finland,
Yes, they go through that process too.
Everybody, even people who are in debt and all that. You cannot pay your rent, you cannot do this, you cannot do that.
Okay, you just go to your social worker.
Yeah. They know what to do.
That's lovely. That's a good one.
If it is somebody who is abusing substance because of the substance abuse, he cannot be paying rent and all that. So the social worker will take up the system, take it up the system and all that. So the rent now will not be going directly to that person.
Oh, if the person is working, they will now be taking it directly from the workplace.
Directly to the housing agency.
Wow. You see,
so what is going to be left now is for the stipends for the person to sustain.
Yeah, just something to feed them.
In Finland, there is a particular place in every, I don't know how they call it, like here they call it like every city.
Yeah, like a county.
County, whereby they cook for all these people with substance abuse every morning. Yeah,
so that at least they have food to.
Yeah, you just go there, you serve yourself. It's just like a normal restaurant food.
Okay.
You serve yourself, you feed. They have clothing there. You know, even the social workers working there, because most of these people using substances, they cannot even remember to remove their clothes. Yes. The social workers working there, they will force them remove those old clothes and give them new ones. Then, if those ones are still good, they'll put them in washing and try to recycle them into the system again. If they are properly damaged, then you take it from the system. That is how it's being done here.
V, all of us should carry our bag and be going to Finland like this.
You know, when he said Finland, I wanted to mention that you're not currently writing on sustainability. Finland is one of the most sustainable countries in the world. Like their level of environmental sustainability is so high. So I wanted, when he said it, I was like, oh my God.
And they were also the ones, they say their academic level is the best, that children are not given assignment, they play and learn, they learn by playing.
By playing, yeah.
Yeah, all those things.
Yeah, they learn by playing, yeah.
Are you sure we shouldn't pack our loads?
In fact, how much is the transportation?
Let's start packing.
It's just like it will be really difficult to enter that kind of country because they will be like, we don't want to wahala beg.
In Finland, it's very hard, it's very difficult for you to see somebody doing 2 jobs.
Why?
Yeah, because the more it's like the more you earn, the more taxes you pay.
Yeah, it's also like that here now.
Yeah, so most times if you do double job, it's more or less like you are working for the system.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that every job should be able to give you enough to feed on now.
Of course, as an individual, why not?
Your family income.
Of course, yes. Your family income, which family? For you as an individual is okay. Every child has a support here.
Oh, every child has it. So okay, so even people that are not yet citizens.
Of course, if you have a residency in Finland, it covers your child.
Yes, of course. Wow, that's lovely. You see how we keep learning every day. So
in the morning, you don't need to feed your child or shower your child before taking your child to school. The daycare is open as early as 5 in the morning. You can just wake up your child, take the child to daycare and go to your work.
Do they shower them in the daycare too?
Yeah, of course.
Like how old is this thing we are talking about?
I met the system here. It is like this year. I met it like this year.
No, how old? How children of how old are?
From 5 years.
So, like my child is 7 years, in the morning, I'll just wake them and give them.
Just wake. You don't need to even shower them. Just put clothes on them and drive to the daycare and just leave them. The daycare opens from 5 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon.
Vicky. So if you go to work, there's no need to pay extra money for after school care.
No.
Let's start packing to Finland.
In fact, meet me at the train station. This is so interesting.
Ask anybody from Finland, they will tell you.
I heard it's a very nice place to live in.
I have people though. I have these friends from Finland, but they didn't tell me that this is how wonderful it is. Like it becomes really a challenge, when like me now, I have someone in secondary, I have someone in primary. So that after school is like, very, very difficult because in secondary, you can't pay for after school. And in primary, as soon as it's 3 o'clock, if your child is staying anything longer, you have to pay for aftercare. You have to pay for after school. 5 to 5. Okay. Oh.
Finland is 5 in the evening.
Onye Nanki. Anyway, it's such a good thing to know, really, because my next destination is Finland. This is not a talk. It's not a
Everybody in Finland is equal. No, there is no rich person in Finland.
really.
Yeah, there is nobody who is rich in
Oh,
Finland.
but they speak Finnish. Do they speak English
They speak English, yeah.
as official language?
English is becoming one of their profound languages now, because in the city they speak English. Now, as from next year, they are going to include English language into their academic
Curriculum.
Yeah, like they are going to write, as from next year, their matriculation examination, English is going to be part of them.
But it's not the official language.
No, the official language is Finnish and Swedish.
Those are the challenges there.
But it's not all that.
No, I mean why they are not flooded now is because people wouldn't want to go and start learning language from beginning.
No, the issue is one, the country is a very close country.
You have to know that nobody can sustain that level of order without being close.
It's a very close country. Normally, Finnish people, they don't talk. Yeah, they don't speak up. So it's very difficult for you to get into the system.
Yes.
Yeah, they are very close people. They are very unhappy people. Let me use that language.
With all those good things, what's making them unhappy?
Yeah, that is their nature. They don't talk. The only time you see a Finnish man talking is when they are drunk. With
that kind of level of support, why would anybody be happy?
Before you see a Finnish man greeting you, good evening or good afternoon, look properly. That person is drunk. Normally, if they are not drunk, they don't even care about you. They are like going straight to where they are going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they say they share problem, give everybody. So the fact that all those things are in place may not necessarily mean that everything is rosy anyway.
Everything is I love the place.
Yes.
They have one of the lowest crime rates.
That's good.
Lowest crime rates. You can even forget your door, leave your door open, goes to work, come back, nothing will get missed from your house. Nothing will get missing, I assure you.
It's always good to know. It's so good to know. Thank you so much, Daddy Jason.
Thank you.
Daddy Jason's Media. Please, everyone, some of the people are gone. I would have said, please, if you're still here, please follow Daddy Jason's Media. And Daddy Jason, please follow the people here so we can just keep supporting each other. V, thank you so much for the gift. Yes, so Destination Finland. That is the next point of call. In fact, we will leave our children in UK and go there and go and be flexing. Oh my goodness, such a lovely.
With all this knowledge you have now, if you come to Finland, you will flourish.
Share.
Honestly, I tell you.
Find me a job. Seriously, I need it. If you get me a good job in Finland.
You don't even need a job. It's for you to write a good proposal to the government.
Really?
Yes.
That would be a good one.
Yeah, just write a good proposal to them. This is what you have. This is what you need to offer to the system.
Yes.
There are millions of foreigners who live in Finland, and the families don't have good communication skills, and they cannot be able to disseminate what they are going through into the system.
Yes.
So you really want to come between, like a bridge between the system and these people.
Yeah. Yeah, just to.
That's just all. And all they just need is just to go through your credentials, go through your records, and all that. It's done. The only thing, when you come to Finland, you open an office, you need a Finnish person as your receptionist.
Yes.
That will be taking all the information. And after you prepare your proposal and all that, you give to the person, can be able to translate everything to Finnish language for you.
Yeah.
Submit it. That's all. Then if you are going for your presentation, you can go for your presentation in English.
Yes, of course. Daddy Jason's media. You know what will happen is that we have to talk behind the scene, because you never know where your savior is coming from.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Because what I do, I know that a lot of people require this service, and it's just about reaching the right audience. It's about reaching the right audience, because I know that in that Finland, a lot of English families may also be struggling.
That is why I said so, because I know this is my field, and I know this is what I'm doing.
Yes.
You understand? Yeah. And I know there are a lot of foreign families who cannot be able to really get through the system because of the language barriers and
cultural integration.
They don't know how to present their issues.
Yeah.
Because of the communication, the language differences. So since they can be able to talk to you in English and you are a professional, you know what their problem is. You know the right authorities to direct
them, and
yeah,
the best way to support them.
Yeah, it's going to be simple, and the system will be there for you.
Yes.
Honestly, if the system can be able to support people who are just cooking kebab for people to eat, is it you who have something upstairs for the system?
Yes, I understand. It's always a matter of
now they are trying to employ English teachers from all over the world.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, because they will start putting it in their curriculum.
Yeah, so you that have this kind of ideas or everything, you can come into the system and start even teaching sociology.
Yeah, or even nutrition.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Seriously. I think I'll reach out to you behind the scenes so that we look at options there.
No problem. It's the best,
Yeah. I really appreciate your presence tonight.
Thank you. Because as we are talking, thousands of people are listening to us.
Of course.
You don't know who really needed the information. You understand?
Yes.
Who needed the advice.
Because this the what we discussed tonight is something that a lot of families are struggling with. A lot of families, you have this child to support, you have to work. What do? You definitely have to do both. So you need to know your options.
But in Finland, it's not like that. If you have a child who have those kind of critical issues,
yes,
in Finland, the government might choose you to stop working, take care of the child, and they will pay you the number of hours you are taking care of the child.
I see.
I don't know if at all if it is like that in the United Kingdom.
Anyway.
In Finland, it's like that. Like the same way you take care of your old parents, if you have old parents at home.
Yes.
Yeah. You understand? Like your own old parent who is old with you in Finland and the person refuses to go to the old people's home.
Okay, you become the paid carer.
Yeah, the home carer. They will still pay you that same salary they are paying somebody who is doing that same job outside.
Yes. Yeah.
Will connect you, and then you'll be working for the city. That is what you guys call the council.
The council. You are working for the council, providing that support.
That services. That is how it is. Yeah. So the system is like stable. It's a stable system.
Yes.
That's why nobody is rich.
Yeah.
Nobody is rich and nobody is poor. Everybody that lives in Finland. Finland has about 5.7 million population. Everybody who is living in Finland have a roof over their head.
Yeah. That's good. That is what government should be.
It's a good country. Nobody that is sleeping outside. Never.
Imagine no homeless people.
No. Can you be homeless in Finland for let's say for 12 hours in the cold? It's not possible. Especially the month of January, February. Nobody. Everybody have roof over their heads. Even if you don't have residency, you don't have anything, there is a special place the government provides for everybody. You must have to be there by 8 p.m. in the evening. You will have your bed, you have your space, you sleep. In the morning, they will still give you breakfast before you leave.
Before you go out.
Before you go out. So when you go out, the social workers, the cleaners, everybody working there will come clean the whole place, change the bed sheets, fumigate the whole place, keep it neat, awaiting the next people coming in the evening. Yeah, it's like a dormitory.
Yeah, like a hostel.
Yeah.
You see, and our own people will just be packing the money. What's laughing? What are you laughing about? Our own people will be like packing all the money. But that's okay. That's okay. Wow. Thank you so much. You have really brought a lot of wealth into tonight's discussion.
Thank you.
We are rounding up so that we sleep.
If you want to be rich, Finland is not your destination.
It's not.
No, if you want to be rich, no. Finland is not your destination.
Of course, the wealth is being shared equally, so nobody comes to back.
If you want to be a humanitarian, you really want to contribute something, yeah.
Yes.
Finland is the right place.
Yes. Yes, there's an equal distribution of wealth, so nobody packs everything into their pocket. All right, people. Thank you so very much. It's been a pleasure having such intellectual people share the space with us tonight. Miss Daddy Jason's Media. Have a lovely evening and rest of the weekend and next week. Please come again as much as you can. We appreciate your input.
I don't know, when do you usually come online?
We usually just come in at 9 p.m.
Every day?
Most days, as much as we can. Most days.
No problem.
Yes.
No problem.
Thank you so much,
sir. What to do. And your class I think is really educative.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
So I have to thank you too, because I think I'll be learning something more for free.
Yeah, things that might actually help you in your line of work. And I appreciate that I'm able to be of some help. All right. Good night, everyone. Yeah. Bye.